welcome back to our channel. Bit of a different one today. I'm actually waiting on an ambulance for myself. The reason I'm filming is because I'm trying to distract myself, because I'm absolutely petrified at the moment. I've come to sit in the garden, only chair that I'm able to sit on at the minute. Basically, you saw in my last vlog, which was 2 days ago I think, I hurt my back. So the chiropractor, they said that I had a slip disc in the bottom of my spine. Sorry if the camera's shaking because I'm in a lot of pain right now. Since then, the pain's moved from my back into my right hip, and at first I thought it was like a trapped nerve, sciatica, something like that. But then yesterday I started to lose feeling in my right leg. Spoke to my GP, they gave me some naproxen and some other medication, some more painkillers to try and like subside the pain that I was getting and relax the muscles. That's not working. Apart from it making me feel really nauseous, it's not working. And then this morning I woke up and I couldn't move my leg pretty much at all. I can get up and walk, but I have to kind of drag my leg behind me. The thing that's worrying me the most is my arm keeps tingling, my feet, well, my right foot keeps tingling, and I can't wiggle my toes properly. It's like my brain's sending out the signal, but they're not doing it. And Kev was like, he kept pinching my leg really hard and saying, "Can you feel this? Can you feel any of it?" Can't feel anything. My leg is completely numb and it can't bear any weight. It's really weak. And yeah, like I said, luckily I had some crutches in the house already. Lily's holding on to for me. And I literally just kind of have to try and walk on my left leg, which is not my dominant leg, and drag my right leg. Sitting down, as I'm sitting here now, the pain is immense. It's a good job I've got a high pain threshold. Sorry if the camera's shaking. Sitting down hurts more than standing at the minute. So yeah, I called my chiropractor and they said that obviously what I'm feeling is a medical emergency, so get an ambulance. The only thing is, we have been waiting a while now. They're really, really busy. They said that I might get a call back from a clinician. I'm really sorry if I'm shaking. To just check on me in the meantime of doing it. They've had me do little tests over the phone to see if I was having a stroke, which I'm not. I'm not having a stroke. I can say cottage cheese, I can say the early bird catches the worm, put my arms up, I can, I can smile. There's nothing to signify that I'm having a stroke. The only thing that I am having is a lot of palpitations and my heart keeps racing. So I'm going to get them to give me a little bit of an MOT and see what's going on. But right now I'm in a lot of pain. And like I say, the reason I'm filming this is because you are my distraction right now. I need something to concentrate on than panicking. I've got a mask on ready because COVID is flying around and I can't bring that back to harbour. So I'm kind of just ready with my mask. I'm really worried that we catch COVID because it's doing its rounds where we are. And harbour just can't afford to get that. None of us can afford to get that. So I'm ready with my mask, ready and waiting. We are vaccinated, so just panic at the moment, but I'm just gonna wait for this ambulance and try and get fixed, because right now it's not a good scenario. I could get a taxi up there, but I can't sit still in the taxi, and the fact that I can't move my toes or do anything with my leg, I'm worried that I've done some damage in my back, because it literally feels like I've got glass shards in my back. The kids are all up in the air at the minute because they're scared and they don't want me to go. They want me to go, but they don't want me to go. Yeah, it's if it doesn't rain, it bloody pours, doesn't it? So yeah, I'm gonna cut this clip here because I'm in so much pain right now. Okay, so I've had an examination and it can be one of two scenarios. I either need spinal surgery or really strong medication to make it go away. It's either a dangerous scenario or not a dangerous scenario, so I'm about to have some tests done to figure out what's going on. They've given me some medication and whoa, like spacey room. It's so full in this hospital. There's so many people. I feel like the germs are crawling up the walls. But yeah, at the minute I've been given a lot of pain meds, and he's such a lovely doctor. He's gonna do some examinations. He said worst case scenario, some of the symptoms I've got are worrying, but worst case scenario, it could be along the lines of spinal surgery. But better case scenario, lots of medication. The only thing is, it's going to make me incredibly knocked out. He said they can be very sedative, so just waiting to see now. Dylan eating eggs in the middle of the waiting room and tasting. Well, they're nice though. Was it worth it? It's all good stuff. Are you bored, Dils? We've been here for hours. Oh, okay. Time to get our orthopedics on. We've got the orthopedic doctor here. We just gotta wait and see what he says. Oh, not my favourite exams ever. He's so nice, but that hurt so much. It really hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I want to go home. Hot water bottles, ice packs. I just want to go home. Update. I have been admitted. Not my favourite. There's been an overspill of patients on the ward that I was meant to be on, so I am now on a ward where it's not very nice. I'm just lying in the bed. I can only get into certain positions that are comfortable. So basically the reason I've been admitted, they want me in for an inpatient's MRI scan pretty quickly because I've got symptoms of having a trapped sciatic nerve, but it could be something that requires surgery. So, yep, here I am, admitted. It couldn't be worse timing. I wish I was at home with Kevin and the kids. But what can you do? I'm trying to just take it on the chin and go with the flow. This was obviously what was meant to happen right now, and I need to just kind of take one step at a time and let the doctors do what the doctors need to do. But it's not very nice where I'm staying at the moment. It's actually quite heart-wrenching. Hey guys, it is the next day and I'm still in a hospital bed. Yay me. I've actually just been down to have an MRI done. Not gonna lie, it wasn't my favourite thing to do in the world. It didn't even bother me actually how small it was in there. It was just a case of I had to hold my legs in a certain position. It was so painful. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the results and to see what happens next. This is my frizzy headlock. This is my hospital bed lock. Isn't it gorgeous? I don't know, I'm fed up lying in this bed. I want to get up and do something, but there's literally nothing to do. Just waiting for the results, see if I'm staying here again tonight or I'm going home. Still haven't got any feeling in my leg. Can't really walk on it. I mean, I can get up and walk with crutches, but I've got no strength and no feeling in it. So just gonna figure out what's going on, wait for the doctor to come around, see what's happening. Kev's doing good, he's at home with the kids. They're all driving him mad. But what can you do when situations like this arise? I've literally been sitting here drawing in my little booth. This is my hospital doodle book. I'll show you actually, let me show you what I do. They're cute, I don't know, I like it. So I used to do these when I was in the hospital with, like, when I was giving birth to the girls. and I just do little doodles. And then one day when I finish, I'm going to colour them all in, you know. I like that one, that's one of my favourite ones. Just like to doodle. Literally, just a blank page. That's the one I'm doing now. Blank page, one of these pens, doodle away. It's keeping me occupied for 5 minutes anyway. I literally came back from the MRI and all my stuff had been moved into a different bed. This is my space. I'm so bored. I'm so bored. But I got a window seat anyway. Got a window. It's a plus, isn't it? In my own room now. Just about to have my blood pressure and that checked. Got my little finger monitor on. Waiting to hear back from a spinal surgeon in another hospital to see if I can go home, or I actually need to be transferred to the other hospital for spinal surgery. So I've got a nerve that is pinched in between two discs. Just had my blood pressure taken. That was good. Heart rate's good. Temperature's good. Anyway, what I was trying to say to you guys, because literally there's people in and out of this room every 2 seconds. My hair, I've got hospital hair. Look how wiry that is. So basically my MRI showed that I have a, what did he say it was? A protruding, no, not protruding. He used a special word, I can't think of what it is. I'm so tired, I haven't slept in like 4 days. Basically one of my discs have popped right out, and it's trapped one of my nerves, one of my spinal nerves, inside the discs, if that makes sense. The way he was explaining it didn't really make much sense to me, but it's pinched it in, and it's causing all this pain that I've got. It's causing my inability to walk at the moment, and I still can't feel my leg. I can feel it in parts, but not the majority of my leg, and I've got no strength in it whatsoever. So at the minute I am waiting, because that was a, what is he? What kind of surgeon is he? An O something. No, something. He's a surgeon of some kind to do with the bones. He doesn't think that I need immediate surgery right now. He thinks it's something that I could possibly manage at home and then come back and see like a spinal team. And it would, he says it's going to take 6 weeks of bed rested healing. Yay. Or it could be that, because what he's done is that's his opinion on it. He's sent off the MRI results to another hospital, and that's a spinal surgeon at that hospital to get a second opinion. Now, if that spinal surgeon decides that actually I need to go and have spinal surgery now, I will be taken via ambulance to this other hospital, and admitted they're ready and waiting to have this surgery. I'm hoping this is not the case. I'm hoping this is something that I can just rest and heal at home, and nobody has to kind of slice and dice my back. Yeah, because obviously there's a lot of risks that come with that. But he did say if I go home, it's going to take 6 weeks to heal. A lot of bed rests, maybe some appointments here, maybe some injections into where my spine is, where the nerves are. I think it's a bit like an epidural. He said so much stuff. I've already told like Kevin and everybody. I feel like I keep repeating it to everybody. I've got a bit of a headache at the moment because I'm really dehydrated. But yeah, there's been a lot of pain in my back, a lot of pain in my legs. Haven't been able to get around on my own. I've got a crutch that I've been going around with that I brought from home, but mostly in a wheelchair. Yeah, so I'm playing the waiting game, and I know this is probably a miserable video, and I really just want to go home. I want to go and see my babies and sit down in my own house and get clean. Does anybody else ever feel like when they're in the hospital they just can't get clean? It doesn't matter if you like scrub yourself, you just still feel dirty. I just feel like that. But yeah, I mean, it's nice being in my own room. I've got my own room. It's not too bad. It's quite a spacey room actually. I've got my own bathroom in here. They did kind of a massive bed change around earlier. There was a lady, so I was in one room on this ward and it was filled with a lot of older people because the ward that I was meant to be on was like overflowing with people, so I had to be moved onto this ward because it was the only place they had a bed. But I was in the room with some incredibly poorly elderly people, and it was heart-wrenching to see. It really was. But then as I went down from my MRI, when I came back, they'd actually moved my bed because there was a lady in another room with I think she said she had Alzheimer's and she needed around-the-clock care, and that would have been better in the place that I was, and then I'd go in the other room. So we did that, and I was like, that's absolutely fine, you know, if that person needs the care more than I do, we do that. But then they needed the room that I was in then on that ward. They were bringing men in and they didn't want to mix the room with men and women. So me and this other lady that was in that room, we got moved out into side rooms so the men could take over that room. I think there was like 4 beds in there and the men were taking over that. So yeah, there's a lot of chop and changing, but on the plus side, I have my own room. And Dylan is here with me. He's come to see me. He's going to obviously escort me home if we go home. If I don't go home, he gets to go home on his own, but don't worry, he will be safe. Yeah, that's about it right now, isn't it? We're just playing the waiting game, and I hate the waiting game. It's like the worst game in the world. I don't like it. I just want to know what I'm doing, whether I can go home or not. How do you feel, Dils? I'm alright. Sitting in the corner here playing on his phone. We're just waiting, aren't we? And it's now, what time is it now? It's 10 to 7 in the evening. Dude. I mean, on another plus side, look how gorgeous my view is from this window. Yeah, it's just the sky, but you know, it's clear, it's beautiful, it's sunny out there. It's gorgeous, got some trees. Yeah. It's nice to just kind of lie back and look out the window. I was saying still what would be so nice. Let me zoom out a bit. So this is like the view that I've got. What would be so nice is if there was like a thunder and lightning storm and I could just lie here and watch it through the night. And does that sound weird? Am I weird? I just think that would be so therapeutic. Dylan is off home, so we are still waiting for word from the spinal surgeon. So it's now, what time is it now? It's 5 to 8. So Dylan, I'm just about to order Dylan a taxi home, and I get to stay here another night, don't I, chicken?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you should get the avocado sandwich.
I know you got me.
Don't need a plain one.
You got me an avocado sandwich from M&S
and some bread and cheese.
My bread and cheese.
Yeah.
Some spring water, some Evian, things like that. Dylan tried one of the hospital sandwiches earlier that was given to me, and it said just cheese, and it literally was just cheese, no butter, no sauce, nothing, just a bit of bread and a block of cheese. It was so funny. You enjoyed it though. It was so yummy.
Yeah.
Oh, dear, you sad that I'm not coming home with you.
Yeah.
I'm sad. I wanted to come home. It looks like I get to sleep in this big old scary room by myself. Yay
Yeah.
me. I love you, Dylan.
Love you too.
I miss you already.
I'm still here.
I know, but I miss you already. You're supposed to say I miss you already, Mum.
No, I'm leaving my freedom.
Oh, charming. I love you too. It's a funny colour. So, yeah, we're having a surgery. And we are on our trots to go and see this good old spinal surgeon. see you all when it's done. Cannula is in, ready and waiting. First thing in the morning, we should be going into surgery. My loves, just got out of surgery about an hour ago. Is it about an hour ago, Ethan? It's half two. What time did I come out?
12.
Oh, I'm in and out of sleep. I really don't know where I am, what I'm doing right now. Because they had trouble waking me up, and then my oxygen levels dropped, and I couldn't breathe. It's made my mouth go so dry. So I've been on oxygen. So then that means I've been on oxygen for about 2.5 hours. Then I don't even know. I've been in and out of consciousness at the moment. I've got like these massage things on my legs, which I'm not gonna lie, I might even take them home. It's a machine that's attached to the end of the bed that keeps just blowing up these bags around my legs, and it's just massaging them. I'm assuming it's to prevent blood clotting and things. So I had discectomy. I can't say it. Discectomy, where they remove one of the discs in your back. Everybody keeps joking that I'm now shorter, and I've gotten shorter, so I'm going to be about 2 inches shorter. I've got an extensive scar, well, what will be a scar. It's a wound down the bottom of my back, really low down, near my sacrum in the bottom of my back. I can't feel my leg yet, but that'll come. Everything just kind of needs to calm down. I've been feeling really nauseous, so I'm avoiding anything other than just water. They have said that I can try and have a cup of tea or something to eat, but with all the morphine that I've been given, they've given me quite a bit of morphine. It's made me feel really nauseous and sleep off some of this dizziness and whatnot. But like I said, they had so much trouble waking me up. The majority of women in my family have difficulty waking up from anesthesia. I was trying to breathe when they brought me round. It was almost like I was telling my body to do a breathing motion, but it wasn't doing it. Does that make sense? I was really trying. But yeah, just my O2 levels just dropped right down, so they put me on oxygen. And they keep telling me to go to sleep, but it's hard when you've got these balloons keep blowing up on your legs, and there's a lot of noise around in the ward. So I don't know, I'm gonna try. As for pain in my back, like I say, I've had a lot of morphine, but if I move, it literally feels like I have a knife in my back. So I'm dreading it when it comes to the point of having to get up. But I'm also excited to get up because I'm sick of laying here already. Ethan's with me. He has travelled to the hospital that I'm in to come and sit with me because he has friends in the area. So he actually stayed with a friend last night, so he could be here this morning. He also brought me Jackson's teddy, so he's going to stay with me so we can have a cuddle. Yeah, Kev's at home with the kids. He's been very upset because obviously this is not a small thing that I've had. They've gone quite deep into my spine, and they said this is a major surgery, and because of that Kev's like really upset that he can't be here with me. But I've tried to explain to him the babies need him right now, and I'm a big girl and we can talk on the phone and everything's fine. Just trying to reassure him, because everything is fine. It's just at the moment I'm just very tired. The recovery is going to be a long one. So, yeah, I just can't believe this is happening. The surgeon said, sometimes there's just a little weakness and this happens. But yeah, everything went really, really well. They were really happy with the outcome. So it's just now to take it easy and get some recovery time. So I'm going to try and think up some creative things to do while I'm recovering. Look at what Lily and Chloe sent me. Their little canvases that we got the other day. Chloe's done a landscape of a portrait, should I say, of some trees with some mountains behind. I thought it was really good. And Lily's done a mum, dad and Lily portrait. How beautiful are those? I'm going to sit them on the side so everybody can see them when they come in to see me. Ethan went down to the gift shop and came across this little stone. I want to say pebble because it feels a bit like a pebble, doesn't it? And it's got a robin on it. It says, "Love you, Grandad." And I know this probably seems weird to some people, but it was like a sign, wasn't it? I needed my granddad with me the whole time, and I kept feeling like he was around. Then Ethan walked past this, and the one thing that's really significant to my granddad is a robin. And he probably, a robin's probably really significant to other people's loved ones, but it's Granda and the robin, isn't it? And it's just, to us it means a lot. And I was like, dude, get that straight away. I'm going to carry this around with me. I'm actually going to put it into my purse so it's always in my bag with me. But it just seems so fitting. If you're here and a fan, by the way, I've got this little fan set here. Jackson's holding it for me because I'm incredibly hot. I still have my oxygen going. It's been about, how many hours has it been now?
It's now 4 o'clock.
So it's been 4 hours. 5 hours.
It's at 10 past 12.
Yeah, so about 5 hours I've been on oxygen, and just kind of here. I still feel really nauseous, really sleepy, but got like loads of stuff everywhere. Ethan brought loads of snacks. Yeah. Getting prepared. They won't let me get out of the bed yet, so kind of stuck here. Yeah. Ethan's just the only one to try and spend as much time with me before he goes. It's quite a trip. We are. So we're like absolute miles away from where we are, like where Kev is. So Kev's, not Kev, who's it? Ethan, still really drowsy. I think it might be the morphine. Ethan's got like a long trip home, so I don't want him to leave too late. He knows the areas. He's travelled to these parts quite a few times because he's got friends that live out this way. Yeah, I'm just stuck in the bed, which is probably a good thing because every time I move, I literally feel like somebody's got a knife right through my back. It's just driving me mad. It is. I'm going to try and get some sleep. I keep saying I'm going to try and get some sleep, but it's difficult. It's daytime. I don't sleep through the day, and that's a habit I tend to not be able to break. Oh, Ethan's ringing. But yeah, 4 hours later, and we're still on oxygen. Sat here. Hello, my loves. It is hours later now. I'm feeling so much better. I've still got a bit of a croaky throat because obviously I'd been intubated, so I've got a bit of a croaky throat. But I'm feeling loads better. I'm not as drowsy, which is ironic as it's night time and time to go to sleep. But I'm wide awake. I'm actually sitting doing my little hospital doodles. I'm still feeling a bit dizzy and a little bit breathless. I think my iron levels have dropped because I haven't medicated that in a few days, and that always happens if I don't take my medication for that. The dizziness, they still think that's from the anaesthesia. I've been up. I have actually been up to use the bathroom, and that was quite, a job, without feeling dizzy and falling over, so, but I managed it. Yeah, I've got a lot of pain in my back at the moment. I'm trying to hang out off the morphine because the morphine's been making me feel really unwell, like really, really ridiculously nauseous and drowsy. So I'm trying to hold off on that and just sticking to paracetamol. But they have said that if it gets too much, then I'll take some more morphine, but I'll take some anti-nausea medication along with it to try and just knock the nausea on the head. And then obviously the morphine would help me get some sleep if it makes me drowsy at this time of night. But yeah, I can't remember if I mentioned this earlier. I really can't remember. I have had a look at my incision. The nurse took a picture for me on my phone. I'm not going to include it because it's not nice and it's in a lower area of my body. But it is around about 7 inches long, and it's down the centre of my spine towards my sacrum, like right at the bottom. It's funny because it's in the centre, but they when they went in, they veered off to the right to do the work on the right hand side, which is ironic because it's the left side that is aching more, and they think that's because obviously my left side is taking a lot more impact, where my body's kind of compensating on this side because this side's the good side, so it's taking all the weight at the moment, and I think they think that's probably why it's hurting more. But yeah, I've got a lot of recovery to do. I've got my first session of physiotherapy tomorrow. Kevin was going to come and see me tomorrow with Harper and Mackenzie. However, the weather's really bad and there's a lot of travelling for them because it's not like just round the corner from us. And to be honest, I'm going to be having physio, which means I'm going to be in a lot of pain, a lot of discomfort, and there's going to be a lot of work being done. Like, I don't know how it does it, whether they do it in intervals or I just have one session a day or what, I don't know yet. So I've told him to just hang back, just chill out, and come maybe on Sunday, because tomorrow's Saturday. Maybe come on Sunday when it's calmer and quieter and the weather's better, and maybe they could take a walk around the area, because I know there's a shopping centre somewhere. I'm not really sure actually, to be honest. I've never been to this hospital. I knew that it was here. I've heard really good things about it. It's one of the most amazing hospitals from my point of view. The staff are amazing, super friendly, super caring, really, really amazing bedside manner. And it's super clean in here as well, which I love, compared to obviously the hospital that I came from. But I don't know, because I haven't actually been outside apart from just getting out of the ambulance into the building, so I don't actually know where it bases, whether it's close to shopping centres, train stations, things like that. So I don't actually really know. So I'm hoping my husband knows this area, so I don't know whether it's in case he could come on Sunday and then maybe take the girls for a walk somewhere. I don't know. I'm trying to organise it, but it's all kind of if, buts and maybes, and Kev has been so upset, like so far past upset, because he wanted to be by my side. He wanted to be the one sitting in the hospital waiting for me to come out of surgery, but life's different now, with all the things that we've got going on with Harper. It's different, and we have to make sacrifices, and we have to do things differently, and as hard as that is, we kind of just have to get on with it. And I've had the most amazing support from all of the beautiful nurses here, and the doctors and the surgeons. And Ethan has come to see me in Dad's place because he knew Dad was really upset that I was on my own. So Ethan came over, and I had a lot of tears off of Ethan because he didn't want to leave me. 19 years old and he's still a big softie. Dylan obviously was with me when we were in my own hospital, which is closer to home. So the boys have been superb. They've been super helpful and so caring and so loving, and it's been really nice. And Dylan brought me new clothes to wear whilst I was out of the hospital, so I've got them with me as well. And even when he came today, he brought snacks and things like that. You know, he's like, I don't want you to be without Mum. Is there anything he needs, anything you want me to do? He wanted to try and help. And he was very, very heartfelt. There was a lot of tears because he was scared. You know, I've never had anything like as big as this done before. There's never been a time where we've seen Mum be vulnerable, to the point of, you know, like, oh my god, okay, Mum's really not well, she's not okay. They've never seen that before. I've always been the one picking up, if that makes sense, like picking everybody up and mending the situation and fixing the situation. So it's been a bit of a change this time around, and it's actually really hit Ethan quite hard. And it was lovely because we got to have a little bit of a cuddle while he was here, and I reassured him, and he saw that I was okay, and we've had a bit of a giggle, you know. And I think I'm hoping that he feels a bit better coming away from here now. But as for Kevin, he's really, really upset, and we've been apart now for the majority of 3 days. And whilst that might not mean, you know, seem a lot to some people, to us it is, because we're always together. We always have been together since we got together, and that was 23 years ago. So he's quite upset, but I've been FaceTiming him, I've been messaging him, I've been keeping him updated on everything. As soon as I was able to, after the surgery, I called him. Yeah, I love him to pieces. I just need him to understand that it's okay, and nobody is thinking badly of him because he's not here. We have so many new responsibilities to take care of, and we haven't had a chance to figure out how all that is working before something like this crept up. I still wish that I knew how I'd actually done it, because in that 24-hour window, it just went from, oh, you know, yes, I've got a bit of a sore back, maybe we should go to the hospital just to get it checked, to wham bam, emergency surgery, and I'm now here in recovery. It's been like a whirlwind. So we weren't prepared for something like that. Like I say, with Hopper, it's all really fresh, and, you know, trying to adjust our lives to that, and then straight up walking into some other trauma. It's a lot. So, but we're adjusting, and everything's okay, and we're just trying to find our feet in our new world, you know, because everything's changed for all of us. We're just trying to find our feet, and it'll be okay in the end. It's always okay in the end, you know. But right now, I'm going to go doodle in my book. I might put a movie on my phone just so I can listen to it because I've got my headphones on, and see if I can doze a little bit now that it's night time. I seem to be wide awake, you know. Typical, isn't it? I'm going to end this video because I've talked my way through it, and if you've made it this far, well done you. It is an incredibly raw video. I am going to put like an age limit on it because I feel like some things just shouldn't be seen by a child, you know. Yeah, I just want to be real on what's happening in our lives right now, and how things can happen, and they can be traumatic, but it's how you handle the situation and your outlook and your positive thinking. That's, you get a better outcome if you are optimistic, but think positive and have faith in yourself. Have faith in yourself, because we all need that, and we don't give ourselves enough credit half the time. I wanted to leave this world because this is our life, and we signed up to share our lives, and I'm being real with you guys, and you have definitely helped distract me from my anxiety as well, so that's a bonus, and I thank you for that. I'm going to end this video, and hopefully I might film tomorrow, see if I can film the physio and how it's going to happen. We'll have to ask. Obviously, we have to protect other people as well, so it might not be able to be filmed, but I can definitely fill you guys in on how it went and what happened. But with that being said, I'm going to sign off and try and put my head down. Good night, guys. See you in the next video.